Hi everyone! Welcome back to Field Trip Friday. Today is another Art About the Book, and the story we'll be reading is Whose Vehicle Is This? After we finish our story, we've got an activity to do. So without further ado, let's get started. Whose vehicle is this? Start your engine and guess whose vehicle is whose. Have you ever flown in an airplane high in the sky? Have you been on a boat splashing through water? People use vehicles to get from one place to another. There are many kinds of vehicles. Some are slow and some are fast. Some are loud and some are quiet. Many people use special vehicles to help them do their jobs. Can you guess whose vehicle is whose? Whose vehicle is this, carrying lots of children? This is a school bus driver's vehicle. The bus stops to pick up or drop off children. A bus driver must be very careful to make sure the passengers get on and off the bus safely. Fun fact: school buses are a yellow-orange color. The official name of this color is National School Bus Glossy Yellow. Whose vehicle is this, chugging down a track? This is an engineer's locomotive. An engineer drives a locomotive. The locomotive pushes or pulls the train down the tracks. Fun fact: the first trains chugged slower than walking speed in the early 1800s. Now trains can zoom up to 185 miles per hour. Whose vehicle is this, rushing toward flames and smoke? This is a firefighter's engine. A firefighter needs to reach a fire quickly so no one will get hurt. Fire engines have flashing lights and loud sirens. Those lights help everyone see the fire engine quickly and move out of the way. Fun fact: fire engines carry ladders to reach up to high floors in buildings. They carry hoses for water. They also carry first aid equipment. Whose vehicle is this, flying fast through the clouds and sky? This is a pilot's airplane. Airplanes travel very fast. A pilot must know his airplane well. He has to push many buttons, turn dials, and use the computer system when flying the plane. Fun fact: some airplanes can carry as many as 700 people at one time. Whose vehicle is this, making circles in wavy water? This is a fisherman's boat. A fisherman catches fish and sells them to markets. Those markets sell them to you. Fishermen need boats that are sturdy and strong. Their boats carry long nets and buckets for fish. Fun fact: many fishermen's boats have refrigeration systems to keep the fish they catch fresh. This allows the fishermen to stay out at sea for several weeks at a time. Whose vehicle is this, making lots of stops and drops? This is a mail carrier's truck. A mail carrier arrives at the post office early in the morning. Her truck is loaded and ready to go. She drives her truck from street to street. She delivers mail to every home. Fun fact: most vehicles in the United States have the steering wheel on the left. Mail trucks have the steering wheel on the right. Whose vehicle is this, blasting between stars? This is an astronaut's spaceship. An astronaut explores space. Before she goes, she exercises and takes classes to prepare for flying. A spaceship is built with special parts so it can fly into space and return to Earth safely. Fun fact: the moon is about 250,000 miles from Earth. Even though a spaceship travels very fast, it still takes about 3 days to reach the moon. Whose vehicle is this riding down the road? This is your vehicle. It's your bicycle. People have been riding bicycles since the 1800s. In many countries, there are more bicycles than cars. How often do you ride your bike? Fun fact: bicycles are a popular form of transportation. Bikes outnumber cars 2 to 1 in the world. There certainly are a lot of different kinds of vehicles. Today we're going to be making one of our own. What you'll need is a paper plate, crayons. I have some cut up paper here, black felt, a glue stick, scissors, and I'm using a plastic bag. All you really need is a clear piece of plastic. So we're going to start with our paper plate. And what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to draw the outline of what'll look like the front of a car. So if you're facing a car straight on. So I'm just going to take a crayon, draw that out, and then I'm going to cut it out. There's my car shape. I know it doesn't really look like a car yet because next we're going to color it. So think about, your car can be any color you want, but you want to make sure that you leave some room for a windshield, which will go right about here, maybe some headlights, a license plate on the front, whatever you think. Alright, now that my car is colored, if you wanted to, you could stop here. But I've got paper and felt that I also want to add. So I'm going to use my glue stick and my paper. I'm going to use my paper to glue things on, like a license plate and maybe my headlights. Maybe I'll use it to cover up my steering wheel, make a paper steering wheel, however you want to do it. And what I like to do when I'm using small pieces of paper is take my glue stick and put the glue on the plate and then stick pieces on top. That helps keep my fingers from getting sticky. Now that I've glued some things on with my paper, I'm going to start working on my tires. This is why we need our black felt. So I'm going to take out a piece of my felt, and I'm going to cut it to the same size as where I drew my tires. And then I'm just going to glue it on, just like I did with the paper. Now my car has tires. So the last step we need to do is to add our windshield on. So you have to have a windshield on a car. This is where we're going to use our plastic bag. So I'm going to cut my plastic bag to fit where I drew my windshield. And then I'm going to glue that on just the same way we've been doing. Can't really see it because it's clear, but you might be able to see it shining a little, reflecting some light. But now my car has a windshield and it's all done. I hope you enjoyed today's book and had fun with the activity, and we'll see you next time.